Ricky Timms here, and I'm here to tell you that as a quilter, there's 3 things I simply cannot live without in my studio. Number 1 would be water-soluble thread, number 2 would be freezer paper, and number 3 is this product right here, Ricky Timms Stable Stuff Poly, available in 50 sheets or on a roll that is 20 inches by 10 yards. This is a tearaway or not, and it's the or not part that really makes it sort of a miracle product. It's a non-woven polyester-based stabilizer. It will tear away or not very easily. Let me get into the various ways that I use this product. Let's start with the obvious number 1, to stabilize hooped embroidery. You can also use it under your machine appliqué where you're using a decorative, perhaps blanket stitch. You do need a stabilizer, and when this is finished, it can be torn away, but you don't have to pull it out from underneath the appliqué. It can also be used whenever you're doing decorative stitches because, as we all know, to have a beautiful decorative stitch, you need to have a stabilizer. You can also use it in the ways that people use paper or freezer paper to prepare hand needle-turned appliqué. In this case, because you're using Ricky Timms Stable Stuff Poly, you can leave it in the appliqué. You don't have to cut away the back and pull out the paper. Now let's get into the fun stuff. These sheets can be ran through a printer one at a time, so don't stack them, but you can print out your paper piece designs. You can do the paper piecing on this product. And the best part, you don't have to tear it away if you don't want to. As you might imagine, this product would go inside the quilt in the layers of the sandwich and stay there forever. Of course, the product will soften with use over time, but the best thing to do is immerse the quilt in water, let it really break up the fibers of the stable stuff, and it will live in the quilt virtually unnoticed forever and ever. You guys, stable stuff does not dissolve, but it does, when immersed, becomes a really soft, fine layer of polyester fibers that can live inside a project. Now comes a really innovative way to use this product, and I've been doing this for years. I mark my quilt by taking my design, copying it onto the stable stuff as needed, running it through the printer. Of course, it will go through an inkjet or a laser printer, and then assemble it together, overlapping the designs with a glue stick. Simply put that design on the back of the quilt top and using water-soluble thread in the top and in the bobbin, free motion quilt over the design. Here's the thing. The bobbin thread is now marking the quilt top, and as a quilter, you're getting to practice your design before actually stitching your design. We can all trace it with a pencil or a marking tool that's going to rub off, but everybody needs to practice their free motion quilting, so this enables practicing while marking the quilt. It's water-soluble thread, so it's going to go away later anyway. And last but not least is the same process I just described except for machine trapunto. If you put a layer of batting between the copied design and the back of the quilt top, when you do practice your stitching by marking the quilt over the Stable Stuff Poly printed design, that bobbin thread is marking the design. You can cut away all of the extra, layer the sandwich together, and you've got machine trapunto. Of course, this is going to be immersed in water to get rid of that water-soluble thread, and then it's going to live inside the quilt like a soft layer of fluff. You won't even know it's there. I've loved this product now for years and years. It's new and improved. Please check it out. Use it in so many fun ways, and you might even find ways to use Stable Stuff Poly that I've not discovered, so please let me know.